Hi everyone, and welcome back. I know I haven't been posting as often, but there is a reason for that, and that reason is I am trying to make better videos. Videos like my deep dives take a really long time, as you know, because it's like basically 10 YouTube videos in one, so it always takes a really long time to make. But on top of that, I do want to try making more interesting videos regardless of whether it is trending or not, and it is due to the fact that fashion or culture commentary space is oversaturated with nonsense. I'm sure you have noticed that most of the videos that are on those channels in my type of niche, which is fashion culture related videos, most of those videos are copies of each other. They copy each other's channels and they copy themselves. You probably noticed that they've made 4 videos or 5 or even fucking 6 videos in the past couple of years on the same topic. For example, plastic surgery, just over and over and over and over again. Same with aesthetics. How many times are we going to talk about how fast the turn of aesthetics is nowadays? How many times can we say that until we get kind of sick of it and bored, right? And I'm very bored of it, so there needs to be a change. And I understand that with YouTube being in the hands of a guy who's really into NFTs and AI, the creativity on this platform is going to suffer quite a bit, but I am stubborn and I want to make something good for you guys. Right now, I'm working on another video and a deep dive. That's why I'm not here a lot. But today we're going to be celebrating Red Velvet's 10th anniversary. I don't know if you know this, but I am a Revelove, yes, top girl group. Probably the only one that I actually like wholeheartedly follow and love. Today is literally their 10th anniversary. I don't know when I'm going to be posting this, probably a couple of days later. But today, very appropriately, this came in the mail. Yes, this is their 10th anniversary album. I'm going to be ranking all of their concepts today of their title tracks. I'm going to be honest with you, this was a very difficult thing to do. It was incredibly difficult because I realized while doing the ranking that out of 23 entries, I don't really dislike any of them, which is kind of crazy because I am very picky and annoying. And obviously some of them are just not my taste, but I can't help respecting it. They commit 200% to it. At this point, like, I have to just kind of respect the work that goes into it. So even if I don't like one of their title tracks in terms of like personally not really going back to it that often, I still kind of like it. There's only one song that's kind of exempt from it, and it is number 23. This Japanese full-length album that they had. It had a lot of repeated songs, and I don't even mean Korean songs that were translated to Japanese as repeated, because I personally think that obviously they're translating it to a new demographic, so it makes sense, whatever. But this is a lot of repeated songs to compare to their previous mini albums that were targeted towards Japan. So I don't understand what the hell that's about. But regardless of all of that, this particular album, it doesn't hit at all. And this is their bottom concept, which is crazy because technically speaking, if you think about any K-pop group or any group for that fucking matter, this type of concept would be one of their best. But for Red Velvet, it's literally the bottom of the list. It is what it is. I have a title track ranking, and that's a different one to compare to the concept ranking, because a song could be a lot better than the concept and vice versa. But Bloom and Wild Side, they're sharing the last spot in both. The song sucks. I'm sorry. I know that Irene had that moment with her vocals, and it is amazing that she did, because I do want people to know that she has a great voice, but sorry. 22. Happiness is their debut. It's a debut without Yeti. This song is honestly pretty good in terms of the concept. It's just fun. It's nothing that crazy or that interesting. I think that it's still quite good because, again, this is Red Velvet we're talking about, but I think the strongest part of this comeback was definitely the lyrics of the song, really fun and appropriate, and also Wendy's bridge part, amazing. Number 21. Make your day. I loved the music video in terms of like the creativity. It was fun, but it wasn't anything special or anything that Red Velvet hasn't done before. This is why it is here. It's just not as interesting, and it is what it is, you guys. I don't know what to tell you. Number 20 is Girl. video. This song is so cute. Absolutely love it. It is actually on number 19 in the charts. Concept-wise, it's cute, but it is not anywhere near the top. And what I did like about it is definitely the instrumentation in the song is really great. The vocals were amazing. Joy's vocals stood out a lot. Fantastic job, honestly. Number 19. Oompa Oompa, the song is actually number 10 on the charts, on the title track, on the TT, on the TT ranking. The concept is just generic. Is it beautiful still? Yes. The water being imitated by fabric that has a sheen that's really beautiful. It's like a holographic sheen. The beach vibes, the outfits are really cute. The photo shoot was cute as well. I really loved the color grading that they did. It's kind of pinkish and it's really desaturated, but in a cute way. I really loved their cowboy outfits. It's slightly cowboy inspired, not like entirely obviously, but they have like cowboy boots, and Joy is wearing cowboy hat. Silky is wearing a top that's kind of Western as well. But what I did love about it is that you can see little fishes as well. It's underwater, there's bubbles and whatever. This is cute as shit, you guys. Like it is. What am I supposed to tell you? But is it conceptually on the same level as the top concepts from Red Velvet? No. The song, however, is on number 10. Number 18. Queendom, this song is actually number 22. So sorry about that, you guys. I know there's a lot of enthusiasts of Queendom. Conceptually speaking, even though it is fun, they're kind of like bellboys, witches. There's a lot of magic going on. Alice in Wonderland and things like that. It's really cute, but it's just, once again, not on the same level as everything else. And I personally did not love the jacket photos. I did like the giant version, and I did like cute, like girly in-house version, but it's just not that captivating, which is something that I'm expecting from Red Velvet. The music on that album, all of the B-sides are a lot better than the title track, in my opinion. They wouldn't be a great title track though, because title tracks need to have a little bit of that everything in one. It needs to be a little bit too much to really grab attention. Number 17. Red Flavor, the concept is on number 17. Red Flavor, the song, is at number 8. We broke the top 10. The concept is cute. It's bright. It's summery. It is. And the cover art is very cute, because who doesn't love psychedelic, colorful, everything in one type of deal? The music video also was one of those things that actually grabbed my attention immediately, because they are interviewing fruits. They become fruits themselves. It's kind of like a growing up, becoming ripe and stuff like that. I don't know if I love the illusion, but regardless of that, it is a very funny music video, and I feel like it's just so iconic, so Red Velvet. And this song, even though it's so 2010, like I get it, like it's 2010's type of sound, I still think that it bops. Like it's one of those songs that, yeah, I can immediately tell the production is 2010's, but does it slap? Yes. Let's be real here, okay? The photo shoot also had this nighttime part where they're walking around with flashlights, and I absolutely love that. Number 16. The song off of that album is Power Up. On number 18 on the TT charts. It is very straightforward in my opinion, and the thing is, this is one of the songs that are really popular in Korea, I believe. They got a lot of show wins and stuff like that with this song, which I'm always happy when they do really well with their title track back home, because that means that we're gonna get more stuff, and they're not gonna, you know, get low budget music videos or something like that in the future. So you can always count on the group doing something interesting next time they come back if this is not your cup of tea. However, I really like the production of the song. It is video game-esque. Obviously, there's a lot of those synths that are associated with video gaming, and I think that it's utilized really well. I really enjoy the playfulness of it all. It's very much reminiscent of Red Flavor, and it makes sense because it's a special summer album. So, like, obviously, even though I did like the packaging and whatever, it's still a very straightforward summer bop type of song and concept. It's well executed. I still like it, but is it groundbreaking? No. Number 15. we're at day 1 of Reve Festival. Zimela Beam is the title track. I was one of those people who likes Zimela Beam, and I know that there's a lot of people who are like, what the hell is this, whatever, and I totally get that. Like, I get it, because it is it's hard to get into because the production is really wacky. It's weird. I felt a little bit let down when I heard the entirety of the song, because I was really excited based on the teaser, because the teaser was a lot more ominous and the sound of those bells sounded really, really interesting, and I thought it was gonna be kind of like a parade festival that's kind of a little bit over the top, to the point where it's kind of getting eerie. They were kind of stepping into a little bit into that. I think that it definitely wasn't as dark while being a bop as I was expecting based on the teaser. Do I still like it? Yes. Love the cover. Love the concept that there's 3 festival days. I love how the album covers connect. I love that it's this bright, weird, over-the-top world of Red Velvet that really hits, honestly. It's a really great song anyway. The music video is very interesting. Yes, there's some moments where I'm like, oh, the costuming, like the outfits sometimes really... Girlfriend, stop! Get back in the car! Wendy was done dirty, and I know, honestly, I kind of understand what they were going for, and I appreciate this comeback, because it does have like really ugly outfits that are supposed to be ugly, but girl, there are limits. My voice cracked because like it's just so crazy, honestly, sometimes. Number 14. Ice Cream Cake, the song is on number 13 in the charts. Ice Cream Cake is the first song that had the full lineup of the girls, 5 girls. Yeti joined the group. This song was so iconic until I got into Red Velvet full on. I got into Red Velvet full on when Bad Boy came out. Before, I was listening to them casually. Ice Cream Cake was one of those songs that I really enjoyed. So weird, but they can still make you get into it. This is what I really enjoy about Red Velvet, is that they do such crazy concepts and songs, and they really experiment, and sometimes you don't really like that experiment until you really give it a chance. And I feel like because you like them and because you trust that they're gonna deliver, you give it a chance, and every time you're like, well, this was amazing. I love that I learned more about this or that. I love that I saw this approach to music, and this was an amazing experience. Is so interesting that it uses both minor and major chords in such a drastic way. The hook is eerie and creepy, but also so great. It's so quintessentially Red Velvet. I absolutely adore it. Number 13. Hashtag Cookie Jar in the charts is at number 7. This is one of those songs that's so, like, the lyrics are a little cringe, right? But it found its way into my heart. I don't know what to tell you. It's very catchy. I really love the choreography. I love the music video. And what really gives it that kick for you to remember is the music video and how it ends. Spoiler alert, the cakes and whatever have a bunch of insects in them and stuff like that. They're creepy a little bit sometimes, you know, but like in the best way possible, because it's not for the sake of a jump scare. They don't go too far with it, and it just gives that feminine horror vibe that I really enjoy. Kind of reminds me of Picnic at the Hanging Rock. Number 12. Psycho is number 9 on the song charts. It is a good song. I don't think that it's their best, how many people do. Just because this ranking that I'm doing right now, I'm trying to be objective. And because of that, I try to rank it based on artistic integrity. And Psycho is a good song. I do love the music video. The first time I listened to it, I was very satisfied with it and whatever, because I really do love the Velvet side of Red Velvet, and this is more on the Velvet side. However, this song, this music video, this concept, they are not as developed as some of, like, as their top 5 or whatever, right? Still, is it amazing? Yeah, because again, I told you, it's Red Velvet. Literally only the last spot on this whole chart is the one that I don't like. Everything else I do. There's some things in Psycho that are so great, like for example the return of the girls talking shit. They're always just like whispering something to each other, which I absolutely love because it just gives that girly vibe, you know, talking shit with the girls. On top of that, this song is amazing, but I was kind of feeling so strange when I was listening to it on Spotify. I couldn't figure out why it just doesn't hit the same as when I was watching the music video. And I thought that probably because like I'm more of a visuals person, so when I have some visuals, it just makes a greater impact. But then I realized there's no string backing in the version that I'm listening to on Spotify. I don't understand why they removed it and why it's only a music video thing, but it just changes so much. And I feel like immediately the song would have been a lot higher if it had been like that and performed like that on streaming services this way. Please someone tell me, if you have the CD and you listen, you have a CD player, does the song have the same string arrangement as in the music video or not? Because it's just really bothering me. Anyway, really love when they use cars in music videos, especially in Velvet songs, because they always have like the best cars. I love the automatic car, for example. And in the same vein, we also get a car in the beginning. It might actually be the same car as in automatic. I also love that moment where Joy is driving a car and they projected this black and white street or whatever it is behind her. The glitter tears that Solgi has, amazing. The original visual, Irene, yeah. And also my favorite part is obviously the last psycho that Irene says. It's just like a perfect facial expression for it. Great comeback. It's not as complex as some other ones that we're gonna be talking about. However, I do think that honestly, I wish that, I mean, who doesn't wish that Wendy wouldn't have, you know, gotten injured and the girls could have actually gotten what they deserved, you know, during the promotions, because this song really did well everywhere. And it sucks that their careers were put on hold because of this whole situation, and it sucks that Wendy had to go through all of that. It's just a lot. I feel like they would have been number one in terms of charts and global success too, like literally number one, if at that point that thing didn't happen. Number 11, the Velvet album. This is a beautiful album. The music video, you need to see that music video, okay? I understand that there's a lot of people who are like, oh, it's like their last song on their title track ranking, whatever. Girl, go listen to it again, clean your ears, and go listen to it again. It's amazing, first of all. Second of all, that music video, it's so gorgeous. Solgi coming out on that balcony with water all around the balcony. Just amazing colors. The shot of Yeri in the boat and the boat being filled with water because of the rain. All of those transition. There were so many transitions in the video that were so gorgeous and beautiful and just really ignite something, like some inspiration. I think that you should go check it out, honestly. If you're an artist, you're gonna love it. And also the album photo shoot, I think it's very underrated. I think the reason for it, honestly, is because for years Red Velvet were getting this stupid sleeve packaging. Just not a vibe, but a beautiful photo shoot that I don't see a lot of people talking about, but it's like my favorite. I mean, it's just my taste, but this layout of the 2 pages, I need you to be for real. Isn't that gorgeous? Yeah, absolutely fantastic. Honestly, like this is such good work. And again, this is probably, maybe this is the first time when we saw them do this whole circle holding hands type of thing. Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. Absolutely gorgeous photo shoot. I wish more people, you know, gave it its dues. It's absolutely amazing. Top 10. Ladies, get ready. Number 10. Girl, this album, okay, so we're not talking about the B-sides here. We're not taking them into consideration when we are ranking these things, like these songs and these concepts. But Really Bad Boy, conceptually speaking, gorgeous. The photo shoot slapped. The editing was so zany and weird. Perfect for Red Velvet, okay? The songs on this album, I would say that Really Bad Boy, if you like it, it's like the worst song on the album. The album is so fantastic. I would say that probably all of the songs are like in my top 20 of all of Red Velvet songs, and Red Velvet has like 120 or 140 songs or whatever the fuck. I am telling you, okay, it is a gorgeous, 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 gorgeous album. So like R&B, but with enough pop to like really have that groove going. Really interesting production, the vocals, vocaling, and also they just have that flair. I don't know what's up with Red Velvet, but every song they make it so much more interesting to listen to. I'm telling you, if you're not a Revelove yet, you need to be one. I'm telling you, you're gonna love at least one or two songs to death. Okay? And the photo shoot for this is so good. I genuinely loved the whole mouth of a some kind, I don't even know what it's supposed to be. It's some kind of animal, some kind of monster. The monster mouth. Girl, are you kidding me? Like, absolutely fantastic. Them just sitting in it. The styling, girl, it still looks cute as hell today. But back then, it was like so, it just hit. When I saw all of those outfits, I was like, oh my God, I need these pants. Oh my God, I need to do my hair like this, whatever. It just hit. It hit. I love this album so much. You don't even understand. Anyway, go check it out. The photos, I'm gonna put a few here just so you get the idea. Girl, it just hit so hard. Number 9. Russian Roulette, the song is on number 14 because it is a type of song that I have to be in the mood for, but the concept is so unique and gorgeous, and it is just, Red Velvet is that group that can really take a concept that any other group would look corny doing and make it work and look like it is somehow a movie. They have something Wes Anderson-esque going on in that music video, in a sense of like the colors being so saturated and some of them being abnormally pastel, and it's just so beautiful because it's a lot of the shots are done in a school and they painted everything in this interesting colors. They made it look vintage while at the same time looking so vivid that it is such a beautiful combination that you rarely see nowadays, and it's so interesting to see it in a modern context, right? Not something that is specifically 1950s or something like that, but having that kind of flair, this combination, it just works so well. I love it, okay? And the album as well, I don't know, girl, there's so many good things in it. It's amazing, genuinely. Oh, no, you guys, I lost like 2 of my gems, of my cheek gems. Whatever, honestly, I can't do it. Number 8.
How do you like this cake? Naturally not that good.
It just comes automatic. Automatic, the song, is number 1 on the list in the charts. Yeah. Automatic is number 1. I don't know what to tell you. However, conceptually speaking, it is number 8 because it is just the music video. Ice Cream Cake and Automatic were a double title. The Automatic music video, you have got to see it. The transition, once again, the lighting, okay? The dancing in car lights moment, the projection behind them while they're in a car. This is so Psycho, but like the original Psycho. And also the original Velvet song, I guess. The lighting with the curtains. Girls dancing, like their dancing scenes, they were wearing a bunch of blouses that have bell sleeves at the end, right at the wrist. And it just gives that oomph to the choreography. And this is what I love about some stylists, when they know that they're dressing the girls for a specific type of choreography and they really get the assignment. Do you know what I mean? Like they get what they need to do. They get what needs to be done. That moment where Wendy has a bridge section, girl. Just hold on. The red light, she looks so good in it. It's crazy. It's like diabolical, honestly. Absolutely love it so much. You guys should check it out. If you're into R&B, this is gonna be your jam. This is gonna be your favorite song for like forever. This is basically Janet Jackson, Velvet Rope. They said Janet created Velvet. Well, we are the Velvet Girls, so we have to do this. Do you know what I mean? Like this is so it's all connected. Number 7. Cosmic. I have to say what I have to say. Song-wise, Cosmic is number 3. Cosmic is that bitch. It's that good of a song. Let's be for real. It has that ABBA flair. It is gorgeous, beautiful. The bridge is so good. Wendy's vocals, I always have to like make a mental note to listen to the bridge really carefully because I just love her vocals on it so much, because it just makes me feel nostalgic and sad but also really happy at the same time. It's like this beautiful combination that they really leaned into with Chill Kill. Like, conceptually speaking, the whole idea of being hopeful in a sad moment, or being really happy even when saying goodbye to a loved one, and feeling that extreme feeling of love for someone even though you're like in a really horrible situation, not in between you in terms of, oh my god, it's an abusive relationship, but more like losing someone, whatever it is. It feels like it's coming from deep within, and I really enjoy that part of it. However, the reason why the concept is on number 7 is this whole debacle with this photo shoot and everything. First and foremost, this album, their company used AI to create backgrounds. Clearly, this is just Crutzen work, but they just fed it to AI and said, give us something like that. Which, I mean, I absolutely love that series of photos that Crutzen has done. I wish they did something similar to it, but did it properly instead of using AI, because it's just not a vibe. And on top of all of that, there was like this whole conversation where Joy said that when she saw Cosmic's concept, she had to stay up and make a PowerPoint presentation for the team to be like, okay, you guys, this is not gonna work. This is what we're gonna do. And I'm gonna be honest with you, I think that the music video is Joy's concept, and it's gorgeous. It's Midsommar inspired. It's kind of like a music video about doing this ritual to make sure that the sun never sets, so the person you love would never leave, because in that community people would disappear at night or something like that. Girl, it's such a good music video. If you're a fan of really well done films, thrillers, or just art films in general, you should watch it. It's amazing. But I think this is the original concept, right? Do I think it's cute? It is. Is it special? No, not at all. Especially fucking considering how empty the hotel rooms are and whatever. It's just a bit, it's too far in terms of how like basic it is. The reason why I'm showing you this album right now is because this actually would have been such a slay if they just like put a bit more into it. Like this fold out, this layout, fantastic. Their faces, like some of their faces being like this, I love it. But there is a clear difference between the jacket photo shoot and the music video, and it is, I think, because the music video is Joy's concept. Now, when this album came out, my suspicions were confirmed, for me at least. Again, this is me speculating just based on this information. So first of all, it takes a really long time to make albums, especially since you need so many copies, right? So it needs to be done way ahead of anything else. Usually they do the jacket first and then they move on to the music video, because music video can be done quicker than the photo books being printed, right? However, look what they included. A lyric book that has the music video concept. When I saw this, I was like, oh, okay, so I was right, because this can be produced quickly. This is just a stapled version of binding. Binding like this can be done pretty quickly, and especially considering how few pages there are, you can really speed it up. So I think that honestly, like, that's what happened. And because the girls kind of suffered in this situation because of their company not being on top of the concept game, considering that this is Red Velvet we're talking about and their concepts are always top tier, it's kind of weird not to put your whole concept 2C in it. But whatever, this is amazing. Wish we got a whole photo book of this. Is it still kind of cute? Yeah, like I still fuck with it, but you know. Number 6. Rookie is an amazing concept. Is this song for everyone? No. Rookie, the song, is on number 16. It's whole 10 points below its concept. Is it a bad song? No. Rookie is definitely not a bad song. However, it is difficult to listen to. It's only for a certain demographic, and it's only when they are in a certain mood. It has too narrow of an appeal. It's too difficult to really enjoy it. I think that I would have loved if that hook, the rookie, rookie, whatever it is. I wish that this part was only used for one of the bits in the song, not a chorus. It's too much in the chorus. It's just like so grating. But I guess it's also a song that's always here. It doesn't have like a lot of dynamics going on. So you can get kind of tired of this constant looky, okay. It's just too much. Let's be for real, right? But the concept though, photos, the packaging, album cover art, absolutely amazing. Like who does it like this? Who does it like Red Velvet? Tell me. Quickly, someone. No one knows? Yeah, because no one does it like them. Outfits, everything. It is very much Alice in Wonderland, which who doesn't love that? Come on now. Really love all of the little details in the music video. Them going through a wardrobe and then being chased by a flower monster. And I'm not even exaggerating, bitch. That's literally what they're doing there. Irene being a puppeteer. Them flying in those extraterrestrial saucers with ears, like little antennas. Kind of like fucking Shrek. Love it. I wish this song was not as grating, but it's still a good song though. Instrumentation and performance, they really killed it. Number 5. Bad Boy. Bad Boy is that bitch. This is the song that made me a Red Velvet stan. This is the song that personally is Automatic is my number 1 and Bad Boy is my number 2 in terms of just like songs. And on the charts, it is Automatic and then Bad Boy. Bad Boy is one of those songs that somehow, even though it's not super complex, somehow they managed to make a song that is so good that it is one of those songs that I listen to so much that it's ridiculous and I'm still not sick of it. Same with Automatic. Those two songs, I just don't get sick of them ever. And both of those songs, I was not a fan the first time I heard them because I couldn't remember what I even listened to. I was like, I guess there was a thing going on, but I really loved the aesthetic of the video, so I came back to it. And the second time I listened to them, I was like, oh my god, actually this is probably my favorite song ever. But the aesthetic was absolutely fantastic. We have to be serious here. We have to be honest. Do you remember the teasers? The teasers are so sickening. They were inspiring me for like a couple of years after, because just something about the way that they did that paint that drips down that kind of looks like blood, the way that they used old school Super 8 type of effects, the way that they had those hoop earrings, weapons, for example a broken bottle or like a glass rose or whatever the fuck, right? A baseball bat, a gun. And they were dancing in between those like huge massive glaciers, a lot of red color and snow falling, and it's just, girl, how could you not like Bad Boy, especially with that opening shot? That opening shot is so good. Coordinated outfits while sitting in an empty hot tub with those contact lenses that like add a little bit of that kick to the makeup looks, because I feel like it's like a part of the makeup look, right? It's just beautiful. Photos in the photo book are amazing. I loved the blurry, slightly blurry effect that they had going on. It wasn't as popular back then, and I think they actually popularized it for a little while afterwards. The stages were gorgeous. When they were performing, it was amazing. They had this like weird little lamb screenshots in the photo book. I don't know what the fuck that was about, but it was just adding some oomph to the whole thing. I just loved it. Honestly, this concept is it's a 10 out of 10. What am I supposed to tell you? It's absolutely gorgeous. And Bad Boy is on number 2, obviously, in the charts. So how could you not love it? Number 4. One of those songs, again, that was really out there. Even when I didn't know much about K-pop, it was just so popular that you would just hear it randomly here and there. We just get kind of, it would permeate into popular culture. And Dum Dum is on number 12 in the charts just because there's so many great songs. Honestly, that's the only reason why it's number 12. But in terms of concept, the red is just so interesting. Cover art is absolutely iconic. There's just something about how much they commit to the look. The fact that they came up with this weird braids that are kind of like, what is it, Poppy Longstock or whatever the hell her name is, something along those lines. The bows and matching outfits but with aprons that are their signature colors. Doll dancing in the music video, the dum 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 dum, the constant dum dum but in different ways with so many different interesting melodies. It is amazing. It is. And especially considering that this is a song that's like almost 10 years old and it's still up there, just tells you how great the conceptual work was here, you know? I personally really enjoyed this project. I think you guys should check it out, honestly, because once again, absolutely fantastic work. Number 3. Chill Kill. This song is on number 6, even though it is one of those songs that are hard to listen to because, well, for people who are not familiar with Red Velvet or people who like easy listening type of songs, but Chill Kill is, to me, one of those concepts by Red Velvet that really show how amazing this group is and how highly developed their conceptual work is. Getting a pop album that has all the bows and whistles and whatever the fuck. Is it bows and whistles? I don't know what they're saying. Having all those extra things like a music video and a dance, and it is catchy and whatever, whatever. But at the same time, having such a complex conceptual idea behind it is just so impressive. The music video and photo shoot for the album pulls a lot from Korean and I would say Asian in general, but I would say Korean specifically, horror movies that feature women and girls. There's one that is specifically about family, and they pulled a lot of imagery from that, while at the same time also creating a narrative where there's 5 girls, 5 daughters, with a father who is like an abusive father, and they kill him. But they represented with a jar of jam being broken. Girl, they're geniuses in like not overstepping into pure horror but really making it clear what's going on. The music itself, I think that the opening part is so beautiful. It reminds me of Anna Karenina, especially that version with Keira Knightley and Aaron Taylor Johnson. Winter Wonderland, but a tragedy. It's just like, this is what I'm starting to enjoy so much about them now, is that now that they're older, their concepts are even more difficult to pin down, while at the same time you get this very specific flavor of a feeling from it that you can't really get anywhere else. And Chill Kill, graphic design wise, killed it. Them writing Red Velvet as if it's like old school characters, that's amazing. That's so well done. And on top of all of that, we also get like beautiful CDs, right? They pull from traditional Korean art styles and whatever, while at the same time also referencing a story. I think that it's a reference to the tiger story that's kind of popular with people who are Buddhists. It's a story about this person who's stuck in between one tiger above them and one tiger below them while they're on this like cliff, on this like little patch of grass, and there's strawberries growing right next to them. Basically a story about how you kind of need to be enjoying this life for what it is, surrounding the main character with doom from above and below, showing that there's kind of no escape, but you could still sit here and enjoy this moment and have this ripe beautiful strawberries while you're sitting in the sun. It's kind of like a whole thing of like enjoying the moment or whatever the hell. I really enjoyed that, and I thought that that's what they were referencing, because tiger is very common for Koreans to use in their art and in K-pop right now. Whenever they try to do something Korean inspired or like traditional stuff, they always go for the tiger. But having a tiger and having strawberries around, that's when I was like, is that what you're talking about? In any case, beautiful, amazing, absolutely show-stopping, unafraid to reference or not to reference. Chill Kill is that girl. I know that the album wasn't as strong as The Perfect Velvet, but come on now. The concept ate so hard you can't tell me nothing. I'm sorry. Okay, guys, get ready. Number 2. The Perfect Velvet. Yeah, I recently remembered how beautiful the photo shoot for that album was, and I could not believe my eyes just how interesting it was, especially for back then. Like, then no one was doing that at all. The fact that they had matching outfits that had this weird, I don't know if it's paper or, but they had those crowns that are made out of thin material that are red as well. They're going for the whole coven vibe. That music video hits. The fact that they have those little sequences where they're training themselves on how to use weapons. They're chasing this poor pizza delivery guy. Once again, they're killing somebody as per usual. Really fun song, really fun choreography. It's a really fun take on peekaboo, playing this game, you know, like trying to catch somebody, whatever, while at the same time showing that they are witches. But the photo shoot is so good, you guys. It's absolutely sickening. There's so many shots that I love. Like, for example, this one is one of my absolute favorites. It's kind of like Alice in Wonderland, but make it a bit darker. Like, I wouldn't say that it's straight up Alice in Wonderland at all, but I definitely see that in terms of this specific shots where you get really fantasy driven type of editing. For example, this one where Wendy and Joy is sitting around a pizza and they're putting gems on it. And the fact that in the album, in the packaging, their jewel case, the actual CD is a pizza with those gemstones on it. And when you remove the CD, there's grease stains, like fake grease stains on the packaging below. Girl, are you kidding me? Whoever came up with that, bitch. Yeah, that's insane. You can't tell me anything. You can't tell me anything. The album itself, absolutely fantastic. So many great songs. It's sick and twisted. This was just such a good era for them. It's crazy. Yes, it's Fil My Rhythm. What do you want from me? It's Fil My Rhythm. The song is sampling a classical piece and it incorporates it in such a beautiful way. It doesn't just do it in the beginning. How, like, when I first heard it, I was like, oh, they just like had it in the introduction and then the song doesn't have anything to do with the actual piece. But no, they actually incorporated it later. And also when I saw the description of the song, I was like, oh, they're gonna do like a slower type of jam. But they actually made a banger while having this melody beautifully integrated into the song. It is absolutely insane. But my favorite part about it, the photo shoot, the music video, the dance practice, the outfits for the stages. Okay, so maybe it's not one thing that's my favorite thing. Maybe it's everything, okay? That's why that bitch is at number one. Like, I don't know what to tell you. Let's be for real here. The music video is so good. I couldn't believe my eyes when I saw it. I was like, oh my god, they're referencing Ophelia, they're referencing Monet, they're referencing Boss. And yes, it's Boss, not Bosch, because he's a Dutch artist. Oh my god, look it up. Because everyone's always trying to like correct me and I'm like, no, it's Boss, whatever. And as an art bitch, a bitch who has specifically visual arts degree, I loved it. It was so fun to see Boss, his towers in the background, the fact that it's all so well connected, the fact that Sulgi is representing the owl prince, which is literally technically the devil, different parts of the painting built and edited in, but also built. They built so many things for that music video and it was gorgeous. Just Wendy is inside of that art piece thing that she's coming out of. The fact that they used strawberries as symbol for sinning and temptation, which is exactly how Hieronymus Boss was using it in his painting, using it as something that Sulgis just has in the first scene and something that Wendy tries to indulge in, and like how it looks so gross, kind of a little bit grotesque and gory in her hand, even though it's just a bunch of strawberry jam. Like, it's just, girl, they really said, let me have just a slight bit of unsettling thing going on in the background. They never go for stupid horror. I don't think they're even trying to be scary or something. I feel like they're just trying to explore more complicated feelings that are below the surface. And this is kind of the same way as watching some art or niche movies that are always popular with the girlies online. This unsettling underbelly is one of my favorites. I think that that's why Red Velvet is such a top group for me, top artist for me. It's because they just operate in the same type of aesthetic sensibility that I love. And I've already talked about Hieronymus Boss on my podcast in relation to Red Velvet, to their music video. You can go and watch that. But that album, that album itself, the photos that they did, ballerina inspired, but it was more them representing those little ballerinas that are inside music boxes. So they were standing on like a music box that they built. The creative team snapped on that one. They really elevated everything about Red Velvet up until that point and put it on another level there, okay? I think that this comeback marked another step for Red Velvet. It marked another level because before they came back with Queendom after 2 years of them not working together because Wendy was injured, and it wasn't as strong. It wasn't strong at all. I think it's their like most boring song probably to this day, and I was kind of upset about it. I was like, oh my god, it just doesn't feel like Red Velvet at all, except for like the B-sides. But then they came back with Fil My Rhythm, and I was floored. Them building a garden for them to take pictures in with a cat referencing Ice Cream Cake. Maybe it represents Yeri in some way because Yeri joined during Ice Cream Cake, and the cat was like one of the most iconic parts of that music video. And on top of that, she is taking pictures with the cat in that jacket photo shoot art piece that they made to tease it, them being like miniature ballerinas on the table with this like cluttered background. I'm telling you, Red Velvet just thrives in maximalist backgrounds and maximalist artworks. They don't get lost in it. You don't have to be worried that Red Velvet is going to be overwhelmed by all the background bullshit. They will never get overwhelmed by it because they just have so much to contribute. It is a great lineup of artists. Anyone who says that one of the members doesn't contribute as much as someone else or whatever, they're stupid as hell, because go and watch their recording videos because those girls are really putting everything in it. Irene and Yeti are the ones who are basically the harmonic core of the songs. It's beautiful, it's amazing. I love it, I love it, I love it. And thank you for watching. This video is sponsored by my patrons. Thank you so much, you guys, because I'm trying to elevate my videos. It's sponsored by my brand, IDBY, or I Don't Believe You Jewellery. Check out the podcast. It's an art podcast. If you are an art bitch, if you're into Fil My Rhythm, you will enjoy it over at my podcast, which is linked in the description, and it's called As If, and I am there with my assistant every week on Mondays. Thank you guys for watching, and I hope you're having a great 10th anniversary. Let's go another 10 years. That's what I'm here to say. Bye.